How you doing, everybody, and welcome. My name is Oscar Ramos. Well, I tried mining cryptocurrency for the last 5 months, and oh boy, it's been a roller coaster of different emotions, positive, negatives, the worst. And that is why I'm making this video for all of us. I'm gonna tell you exactly a full tutorial feedback of my experience doing this. Now, what is the project? What is the cryptocurrency or something that I'm mining? I'm mining HNT coins from the Helium project, the People's Network. If you never heard of that before, well, you are in the right video. I'm gonna tell you everything that as a beginner you wish you would have known. So get ready for this. First, I'm gonna tell you my entire experience from start to finish. I'm gonna tell you what the project is all about, what you're actually trying to get into. And because this is a cryptocurrency investing channel, I'm gonna give you a price analysis on the cryptocurrency. Because of course, we want something that we're earning that is at least going to grow in value, that matters, that is a good project, that's going to be a rug pull or a scam. And I believe Helium, it's some super far away from that. So that is what you're going to get by the end of this video. If you like this, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells. With that being said, everybody, let's get started. Now, for how long I've been doing this? Since November 2021. Right now is April 2022. The funny thing is, when I first got my device, my first Helium hotspot or miner, it was October. But I got this beauty. Let me introduce you to my Bobcat Miner 300. It is my first device that I've ordered back in May 2021. It took months for it to get there. Got here in October, but as soon as I got it, I opened it. Everything was okay, but it wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi. This little device wasn't connecting to my phone via Wi-Fi, so I could have continued with the setup process. And I'm like, what is this garbage? I just wasted $500, whatever. So I waited like about a month, or less than a month, just to kind of get all my rage out. And finally, as I was doing more research on YouTube, I watched a video tutorial on how to fix my problem. And finally, there it is. I was able to get it working. So that was really good. One of the things that you need to know with these miners is that the customer service is really not the best in all of the manufacturers. Now, there's many suppliers that provide you with a Helium miner. It's a novelty. It's a device that is right now growing, and you're gonna see right now. Because listen to this: when I bought that first miner, this Bobcat, back in May 2021, guess how many were in the Helium Explorer, which is like the total number of hotspots worldwide? 35,000 or so. 35,000. I saw that number with my own eyes. Yes, I'm going to show you right now in just a moment. More than 700,000 at this current time. So a little bit over a year ago, not actually a year ago, just less than a year ago. It's just insane how much this is growing, how fast this is growing. And that is why I'm once again talking about Helium mining, because I believe my audience and anyone who's watching will want to do what I'm doing right now. All right. Also, I'm going to tell you how much money I made thus far, which is, really what you are here for. And I'm going to have that ready for you. So moving forward, now I have the miner, I have this Bobcat, and I've been putting it where it is right now. And well, it's been giving me some HNT tokens, yes, and I liked it. Now, let me show you right here on the screen what this is all about. Welcome to Helium Explorer. Now, you're seeing this, and you're like, wait, that's the map of the world, right? You have the America, and then you have Europe. This is pretty cool. Every single green dot that you see there, it's one of these. Now, it's not necessarily one Bobcat 300, but it's one Helium hotspot miner. As I zoom in, you're going to start seeing some red ones, which are the offline, which I'm not going to do. But basically, one of each equals one of those little tiny buggers that are, spread out in the entire world. As you can tell, for example, in South America, there's not many. In the United States, it's a joke. It's just growing so fast. And in Europe, it's just plenty because it's growing. Helium, it has 5 years now, has a lot of partners. It's growing nicely. And you might say, like, so what in the world is Helium? Well, you guys have a phone, right? Well, there's T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, whatever network you have. Well, that's what Helium is. It's one of those, but this one is provided not by those massive towers that you have oftentimes when you go, road tripping, right? You kind of go from city to city. These are built, the network is built by these little tiny devices, boxes that you and I can place at our home. Now, I'm gonna be showing right now on the screen my devices and where do I have them set up. And you're like, wait, what? Are those little tiny boxes? Yes, they are. Let me introduce you to my second miner, MNDT. MNDT, it's a great provider supplier of miner by rack wireless. So I bought this one by drop. Now let me share with you how this works, right? How you buy this is, well, you go to a website. In case of Bobcat, there's a clear, easy website, right? I'm gonna leave it in the description down below if you're interested. And of course, there's another website for MNDT, which I'm gonna put it in the description down below. You click there and you're gonna see if they're available. Usually, for the miners that you wait a long time like this, they always have the availability for you to sell you one, but you have to wait months. For this one, which is the MNDT, they act as a drop. So what do you mean? What do I mean? They announce on Twitter, they announce on Discord, hey, a drop is coming for this region, for the United States. Be ready, because you need to register, you need to go to this website, you need to add your information. Then once the drop starts, they're gonna send you a link because you pre-registered, and then you will have a window of a couple of hours for you to buy it, and that's it. That's how I got this one, my second mine. Got it? So that's how it works when it comes to the miners in Helium, in the Helium project. So 712,000 hotspot, everybody. Last year it was less than 100,000. This is growing very fast, and I'm doing it. And thus far, how many do I have total? I have 5. Only 2 of them are working, but 3 of them are coming very, very soon. Now, this is the People's Network Start a Wireless Revolution. I'm going to leave this link down below too. It's called helium.com. The latest news, 5G carrier Dish, Dish Network, first major carrier to deploy Helium 5G. That's a big thing. Roaming partner Acting and Helium announced roaming integration. Roaming announcement announcing Helium and roaming partnership with Senet and Smart City San Jose. First city to launch on the People's Network. So this is becoming a reality faster than we think. And if you didn't know this, well, this is happening as you speak. Obviously, San Jose, which means California, tech heavy, tech oriented, and they of course like this a lot. Look at all of these partners, and as I scroll down, you're gonna see a new way to mine. Now, these are all some of the miners. I have this one and I have this beauty. This is how they look. There's many out there. This was the first generation Helium miner, actually, if I'm not mistaken, provided or sold by Helium, but there are none in existence right now. They're like the first one. And here's the use: massive decentralized connectivity. That's kind of how it looks like. And you can, of course, understand all of that. Helium is used by all of these different protocols and partnerships and companies out there that are going to be growing exponentially later on. You get tokens, data credits. It's a proof of coverage, right? Proof of coverage means, because in blockchain, you have proof of work, proof of stake. Proof of coverage means that it has to do something with allowing geographically for you to participate in this blockchain. And that's what we're doing thus far. This is pretty cool, everybody. Liking it. It's growing. You don't see any dips in this continuously bull run for hotspots. And there's right now, usually, now what the price of each hotspot is, it goes from $4.99 to oftentimes $600. I got my MNDT for $577 after tax, and I got this one for $525 or something after tax. Now the difference is that at Bobcats, back when I bought it, I had to purchase it with USDC, which that's a cryptocurrency, that's a stable coin. This one, I was able to get it with a normal credit card. So there's a difference, right? Now, I've just said a couple minutes ago that I own 5 Helium miners, because here is the other manufacturer that I bought it from. I bought 3 from them. Now, the reason why I did it, because as I'm subscribed and I follow different Helium miner companies and the Helium project, once I saw this, that they were, selling miners, and I'm like, yeah, let me get on board. So I bought most of my miners early December 2021, and they told me it was going to come late March. Right now it's April. So I haven't received mine yet. And it is same thing that happened with this one. It got delayed. So I'm expecting that delay to happen. It is just something normal. Right now, supply chain issues is just the worst. So here's the other one that I'm buying it from. I still don't have it, so I don't have an opinion on it yet. but I mean, it's delayed already. So I bought two because I was able to buy it via credit card, same as the MNDT. And from the two of them, if you have a chance, buy this one instead of Linkstock, please, because this one is one of the most sought after here in the United States. It's really great. This is the gold version, so it is much better. You have the cheaper version, which is the black one. It's, I believe, $100 or something cheaper. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, that being said, everybody, you're seeing once again on the screen right now my miners. You're seeing where I'm putting them, right? How much money I've made. Oh boy, get ready for this. I'm gonna go back here. How much money I've made. Once again, here you go, the pictures. Well, thus far in 5 months, I've made 9 point something HNT. So let me explain. That equals to about $220 something the price of HNT right now, which is a little bit above $20. I mean, of course, I think everyone who's watching and who is a validator or a miner is right now in the comments like saying you have earned nothing, man. And I agree. The reason why is because you saw where my miners were located. They're not in the best possible location. How you can place a miner for successful mining and the most money is by you literally putting it as high as you can with a great antenna, and there you go. So how does that work? Well, once you buy your miner, for example, this one, they come with an antenna, usually a very low DVI, right? The higher the DVI, the different type of connectivity you're gonna have with other different miners out there. Some of my miners can reach hotspots that are kilometers away. I mean, I believe the longest has been about 2 to 3 kilometers, but there's other antennas that are 8 to 9 dvi, 7 dvi, and those can get kilometers and 10, 20 kilometers away. So the more reach you have, the more money you can get, because each of those becomes a witness. Now, what in the world are you talking right now? Well, once you start with your account, you come up, you download the Helium mining application, the Helium app, then you get your new miner, you register it, you go through the Wi-Fi setup, you set it up, you put it somewhere there, you connect it to the internet. I recommend the Ethernet. You can do Wi-Fi. You connect it to power, you plug in everything, you follow the instructions. Every single little miner that you have here will have its own unique instructions, right? For mine, we're a little bit different, but I believe this one, the MNDT, it was a little easier to set up than my Bobcat, just my experience. Once that's done, you will see that it's just working well. It's gonna be red on your phone, and it's gonna take some time to sync. That syncing time usually takes from 2 to 5 days, 2 to 4 days. On my Bobcat, it took about a day and a half. On my MNDT, it took about 3 days. Once it's already synced and online in the network, you're gonna start seeing, of course, even before it's fully synced, you're gonna start seeing some rewards. And from experience, last year, 2021, you were earning way more money than this year. And there's a lot of people who have come out and say that, confirming that. But I'm sure everything's gonna be fine at the end of the day for Helium mining. Now, that is the way it works. Now, there's another thing called delay or relate, relate, which I have one relate because the modem, the router, better said, right? It doesn't have the forward opening port that you need. So what am I talking about? Okay, once you have a miner, usually you will be relayed. That means that you just need to open a port on your router modem, so Helium is being read, and that network connectivity goes, accordingly and positively, correctly to the internet network, and so it receives correctly what's happening for that miner, right? It's something done, it's something common. It doesn't mean that your mining is broken, that your mining is wrong, or that your miner is just gonna stop working. It's totally fine. Mine is relayed and will stay relayed because the place where I have it has a T-Mobile device, a router modem, and they currently don't have that, which is the worst, but it is what it is. On my other one, I have a Spectrum, and I was able to easily solve that relate issue. So you're gonna experience that. Just know when you have the relate, don't panic. You're gonna be completely fine. After that, just let it there. Now you're seeing, right, that I've earned about less than 10 HNT in this time frame, because oftentimes you will have days where you are getting nothing. Some other days you will be getting a lot. And some other days you'll be getting, very randomly. If you have it where I have it, which in my case, it's at a first floor, second floor, but it's inside a building. It's not really outside, which that is the best place for you to have it. Outside, like an outdoor type of miner, or somewhere that is, in a huge, maybe 3-story, 4-story, or a building or a skyscraper, or somebody with an outdoor with a massive antenna. That's where you're gonna get those massive sex rewards for HNT. That is my plan later on. That is where I'm heading right now. Okay, everybody, that is what I wanted to tell you. Plus, now we come to the price analysis and predictions for HNT. A lot of information with HNT on this project, right? I'm telling you exactly what you need to know. Well, the market right now seems, of course, very iffy, but let's go ahead and find HNT token or coin. And here it is, HNT Helium. This one runs on its network, right? Which is pretty cool. Here it is, position 47, $22. When I first found it, was at around $13 or so. Now it's 22, which is better. I mean, it's totally great. And when we look at the price analysis, this is exactly what we're looking on the technical analysis with the Fibonacci levels, retracements, and everything. It exploded from $3 in 2021 all the way to $60, and of course back to 22. So when it actually goes back to 60 and passing way beyond, I'll have way more money because I'm still holding those, about 9 to 10 HNT tokens that I have in my wallet. So I like it. Will this project continue rising? Of course. I think this is one of the finest projects in the proof of coverage industry in that category. And I'm pretty happy to be doing this, honestly. Right now, with the market and the altcoin season and everything that's happening with the cryptocurrency exchanges and the laws and government, this is much needed. And I think it is a great time for me to get even more positions, right? So this is it, everybody. And once you analyze and you go to the coin market cap, I think this is something important to know. There's really not many different projects out there that do what Helium does. That is why I like it. And I mean, when you compare it kind of like a price analysis or prediction, they have a total supply of 223 million, right? And that is a low supply. That's really an amazing supply. 116 something in circulating. This is not accurate. So I do believe they can continue rising, and that is why I'm not selling my Helium. I mean, it's pretty great. There's not really another project where I can compare it, but if I could to Ethereum, right? I mean, just saying, it's going to be a network, in this case for proof of coverage, not for proof of stake. Well, $3,000. I mean, long term, I see HNT passing $100. That is why I'm holding it. So if we put that $100, right, per one HNT, with the tokens that I have right now with the coins, that will be $1,000. So if my math is correctly with the 2 HNT that are currently working, that's it. I just broke even. You see? So by then I'll be having way more HNT for me to have and enjoy. Everyone, that is what I wanted to tell you when it comes to Helium mining. Everything that I've done thus far tells me that Helium is going to continue doing well. I'm not going to be removing my Helium miners. They're going to stay there, hopefully. And if I need to change, they only charge you $10 for that relocation, move. Once you put it in one place, you need to sign, and they give you that one location point for free. But if you want to move it, it's going to be about $10. So thus far, I'm not going to buy any more miners. I think with 5 is enough, because you do need to have places where you already know they're going to be working on, right? And I think 5 is good for me. I'm still waiting for those to come, but there it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now you know how much I made. Close to 10 HNT, but I'm hopefully going to be making more. And once I move them to other places, I'll be making way more. But thus far, I think this is a great project for everybody to check it out. If you like this content, everybody, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, and I'll see you next time. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below. You can also check my Patreon and Discord, the links down below too, if you want all the behind the scenes and even help you even closer and closely with all your experiences. Keep mining, everybody. Peace.